we really need to, all of us collectively, step up efforts to secure an inclusive recovery, a recovery that brings everyone along. Part one of the report actually shows how for low-income countries, fiscal support after the crisis, in the wake of the crisis, was only able on average to reach about under 2% of GDP, compared, for example, to 14% of GDP in advanced economies. So in many low-income and developing countries, where public resources were quite constrained, the government's ability to shield, households and the private sector from the impact of the pandemic was really limited. The IMF has had to scale up its concessional financing, which is essentially zero interest rate financing to low-income countries to help them respond to this unprecedented crisis.
The crisis has really eaten away much of the pre-pandemic efforts on achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. This scenario can worsen if financial conditions tighten in international markets, which will add more pressure to a already limited macroeconomic space in many low and medium-income countries. The fund stands ready to support in this effort, and we have updated our surveillance, capacity development, and lending policies in this direction.
The message has been to do what it takes, but keep the receipts. And so countries have had to borrow. But at the same time, accountability for those loans is very important in order to ensure that the lending achieves the goals for which it was intended.